Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out tonight with the WZ 132A here. Now I have quite a few tank requests already, so probably going to say gonna hold off on taking any more right now. But we'll see how quickly I can get through these requests here, and we'll take it from there. Nice to see a lot of you guys though. This is the first time yeah, I have enough tank requests kind of to fill up I would say well over half the stream even before it began, so as far as the flip coins, you know, it might be something to where if you I actually have something screwing up my screen here. I'll have to fix it after the battle. The flip coin and also the rolled dice commands are tied to the same countdown, so that's probably it. You only can do one in a certain given time. Anyway though, I got a lot of requests here, gonna be platooning, and here's hoping it all goes well. Hopefully everyone's having a very nice day. My day's been doing, it's been, or going up, it's been up and down today, but fortunately more good than bad. But it's been an interesting one. At least he's not pointing at me. Got that going for me. But nice to see you guys. I'd say, since I'm playing a light the first match, it's gonna take me, gonna require me to pay a little bit more close attention to driving right now, since I don't really have a rhythm going. Oh god, we need to run, like, literally. We're outmatched like 6-2, something like that. We have Mr. Derpy T49 coming to get us. Ah, that was a bad shot. Really? IS-3? Why you gotta be up here? Of course I missed that. That's not good. I'm actually... I keep running away here. Hopefully I can get out of this, but we'll see. There's a cliff there. Sorry, Graham. Thanks for tipping Levi Biscuit, Uber. Got a lot of subs last stream. Seems to be the case for morning streams. Wish I could do more of them, but duty calls at work. Holy crap, I just bounced the leopard one. Didn't expect that. Yeah, laser Levi. Alright, I'm gonna try... Oh god, RU-251 is here. And there's a JPZ-100. Why wouldn't there be? Oof, he just got whacked. Really needed that shot, and I'm very glad I got that. Didn't want to get hit there, but I took my chance. name sounds very familiar. Buckwheat. Hello, everyone else joining in here. I'm gonna catch up on chat once either I get through the difficult part of this match or I die. Missed. I could have got one more shot in there, honestly. Ah, just stay out there. I'm just tickling you. Sad face. Our team just literally pushed through like a dead space, essentially. Okay, this is gonna be very, very, yep. Yep, no. I was like, this is gonna be very iffy, I'm gonna die. Trying to keep spots for my team. My main goal right now, but they're not exactly doing the best that they can do at staying alive. That's a pretty big thing here. Hello, Gary. I was just saying that I have no idea what that means outside of a buckwheat flour, but just the username sounded familiar to me. Come on, James Bond. Move up a little bit. Ah, no, I'm dead. Touche, T49. I should have expected him to move in. Oh well. I didn't even catch him quick enough. But I was trying to make something happen there and didn't work out. The enemy team they played a lot better than we did right at the end there. Alright, so T110E5 is the first request up here. Alright. Hello, buddy. Hey. You want a biscuit? Thanks for tipping Levi, Uber. He's a little beat today. Yeah, I played with him a bit, but I had to clean his ears a little bit ago, so he's still a little bit annoyed at me. But yeah, hopefully anybody in the path of this hurricane is getting the hell out of Florida. Yeah, the 112's a pretty good tank, Bert. Even sometimes if you get up against a bunch of armor, it could be a little difficult. Yeah, I would say that is definitely before my time. Hello, Myrtle. But right now, you know, with the tank requests here, you know, I might be able to fit in a couple more. We'll see how things go, but right now, they are kind of full right now. So if you try to use the command, it'll actually tell you it does not work right now. Daniel S. I'm probably not correct here, but it definitely depends on the state. I believe a couple states it is allowed. However, I believe most, like at least in my area in the Northeast, they need to be concealed unless you're in like law enforcement or something. is this guy, like that was a bad shot the second one I took, but how did he take no damage in front of this many tanks? I don't have too much time in Object 430, so I can't give the best, best opinion on it. Honestly, they only pose a difficult threat to me, honestly, if you're fighting on level ground with a tank with not a lot of penetration. Otherwise, I find them pretty easy to, I don't know why I sat there like that. They're pretty easy to work around otherwise. We're actually, we really need to push, but I don't think my team's gonna push very hard here. Because there's this big bad E3 that's probably gonna whack me next. Like this guy, he's not too much of a threat here. We need to get out the E5, but all of our people behind us here, they're not they're not applying as much pressure as we need them to, which is part of the problem. Which, it's not entirely their fault. This is very hard to push here without already. Luckily, I know a trick or two. I got... he turned a little bit more. I had a shot at first, but I was a little bit hesitant to take it. Shit, I missed it. I'm getting a little bit angry at myself now. Is he gonna take another stab at it? We'll never know. Alright. Time for me to put up or die. Probably gonna die. Shit, they have a T-110E4? Holy lord. How many freaking tanks have they got over here? Hitting the freaking... This is just like the hardest spot to pen him. I can pen him with heat on the side, which I didn't go down there like that E4 did because, yeah, they have so many guns over here that it's like literally impossible for us to do anything, especially because we don't have like no tanks left. But I'm next on this guy's chopping block. Yeah, tried. Just only so much you can do sometimes. I didn't exactly, pull out a lot of damage or what have you, but I definitely tried my best. That kind of hurt. Oh well. Alright, so we have a T-30 up next here. Honestly, I hate frickin' matches without artillery. It's just... Especially if you're... Not to say that T-110E5 is a bad tank, it's just... We're up against so many tanks with a lot of armor. Like the E3 we couldn't do anything about with where he was at. and high alpha, high pen. It was just very little you could do against it in a situation like that. It's just, yeah. But here we go on to the T30. Hopefully this match is a little bit better here. Levi biscuits are the stream currency Gar, Raging Phoenix. You can look in the video description and there's a link to the chatbot shop. The rest you can find out there. Daniel, it's more or less they merged the servers. So what you're seeing is basically, you know, it's been about this population. It's just now that there's just one server, they're all on one server instead of two. Which today on the NA server, the STG, or the guard as you see here on our team, went up for sale. It's an interesting tank. I would say it's probably going to be one that frustrates most people that buy it. It's not necessarily bad, however, it's essentially like an Object 416, which we don't have anybody going here. I guess I'll bite the bullet. However, it doesn't really have much armor. The turret front's pretty decent, but the hatch is fairly weak. Whole armor is bad. Does have a little bit more gun depression, and the gun has better penetration, better accuracy, better alpha. However, it has the lowest DPM out of most mediums that are comparable to it. So it's fairly interesting, but I would say it's actually one of Wargaming's awesome. Didn't even know I would spot it, but I don't have a Sixth Sense crew here. But it's probably one of Wargaming's better balanced premium tanks recently. I would definitely say it has a lot of downsides, but it's going to be very difficult to see. I would say most people that buy it, it's a very difficult tank to actually pull off, looking at it and its stats. But it's not necessarily bad, it's just it's different, which different doesn't always work out. Yes, NA is actually the Southeast Asia actually surpassed NA as far as the, say, like monthly population in the past year. So the NA server is actually the smallest server for World of Tanks PC, which honestly, you know, people complain about the population. Most MMO games at this point, 20,000 players in a kind of small area, because even though North America is a fairly large area, you know, it's not like you're pulling from the entire world. 20k, you know, which it hits about 26k at night prime time. It's not that bad, honestly, for a game this old. And I honestly don't see why people, you know, you have some people on the forums like almost weekly like posting updates about like the NA server dying because the average went down by like 100 people or something for a week, like something like that, to where, you know, it's, you know, it's kind of comical to me. Hello, Super Cat. I'm doing all right. I had a fun, interesting day, but yeah. Hope all is well with you. Which I have no idea what that guy pushed in. Yeah. I'm afraid to really push up at all, because once you go past here, there's almost no getting back in a tank this slow. It's just... sitting here is kind of bad for my team. It's just pushing out and dying is also bad for my team. So is it the wrong choice to kind of sit here and watch my team die? Probably, but that's what I went with. Now it'd be very, very nice if we can hit this E100 for me. Of course, I just got whacked. Might die depending on if someone has HE. CDC hit me with APCR. Very awesome. I guess he hit me in my hole. Who knows? But yeah. It's just, we had 2 standard tanks that could shoot them, but RD too. One guy popped them in the beginning, but hello Nutella, nice to see you. Yes, I did miss you buying that, Labobo, sorry. But yeah, I'll do the VK 4502B, that sounds good. I'll put a couple little asterisks next to it to remind me. Sorry about that. But yeah, my day was just interesting. Just at work, a couple little different things, and we have a lot of parties in September, so it was just fun. By fun, I mean kind of stressful, but after work, I usually go to my grandparents after work on Thursdays to bring them food, and I actually had to help move I would say that this thing, it wasn't a tree, but it was basically, they have gigantic trees around their house. I think they're either oaks but I think they're like black walnuts, so they're massive, like the trunks of them, and they're tall as hell, but it's like probably I would say 35 foot, like gigantic limb off of this tree fell on their house because it was windy the other day and a lot of rain. I had to like pull it off and drag it into the woods because the woods next to their house, somebody else owns them, and that was definitely not very fun. I got a few scrapes all over me, but it was pretty damn heavy. I was pulling with everything I had, and it was barely moving. But that'll be my, I gotta go back there tomorrow and get up on the roof to get some of it off, because it kind of broke all over the place. But, well, hopefully we get this one here. It's gonna be up to this E100, I feel like, with the tanks we have left. Hello Abdul, nice to see you. Alright, so we got a 121 up here. Roll all the way down. But this is one of those days where it was a nice try though. It's got a lot bopping around my head. Hopefully next week, not going to get ahead of ourselves here, but Ryan might have actually found a teaching position, a full-time one, today. It's about 45 minutes away, but we'll see. We'll know for sure by the end of next week with how she's kind of starting on Monday, but not full-time. It's kind of weird because a hiring process for a teacher doesn't, just take a couple days. But the school in question, one of their teachers quit like 4 or 5 days before the school year. It seems like it's kind of like a rush thing, which is kind of good in our situation. No, that was just that thing, John. I forgot that I actually mentioned I did that. I was actually, my mom called me and she's like, you need to bring these over to them. Like that's what they wanted for the day, but I brought them, bacon wrapped pork loin with like a sherry mustard cream sauce. Bought them, or brought them, not bought them. Chicken franchise, asparagus, broccoli, and almost like candied red onion. It's red onion, cook it in red wine and brown sugar in an oven till it gets all like caramelized. But I just brought them a few different things. Okay, the 121 does look very nice now. Luckily this is kind of a flat map, but it'd be very nice if we got a little bit more help out here from our team. My grandparents honestly eat better than I do from the restaurant. Like I'll cook myself like, I don't know, like a little piece of chicken or like some random thing while I'm making them like a fillet or something. That guy's probably a little bit upset, but he's still got a pretty damn big cupola there. I think he forgot about that. Right, we can potentially be outnumbered about 4-2 here with what is spotted over there. I actually don't think that they put a lot in the field as well, but be a little bit difficult not to get killed if there's like a big bad TD out here. But I can at least start annoying the hell out of their teammates this way. Might as well get a little bit of cheap damage while I can. Team in the town is definitely gonna need it. $2100 damage. I don't know how much it's gonna help them though. We really need our T95 around that corner. Alright, I don't think that they have really anybody. Oh, there's a T30. Ooh, the bat chat's shooting me too. I don't want to track him if he starts aiming at me. She is. No, he can't see me. Great for me. Daisy. They're already capping. That's my move. Shit. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Abort. This is gonna hurt. Oh. I am so goddamn lucky there. Sorry, Graham. Thanks for helping me. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky again. You gonna be a little greedy, bat chat? Yeah. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Oh well. The T30? I didn't do too bad. My favorite meal? Not to say I don't have one, I guess off the top of my head I have no idea. Honestly, I eat so many different things on a daily basis that, yeah. the like, I'm sure you can read about things, but uh the diet of a professional chef is just all over the place. Not a bad match, but yeah. Our team just got ran over. But that's what happens when there's no arty. Map like that, teams that stick together typically win, but you know, we helped them the best we could, which I guess, yeah, I used a little bit. That's why. This is one of those tanks I forgot to take that off. Been trying not to use as many of them because they're really expensive. Tortoise is up next here, but yeah, we just got literally ran over on that map. Hello, monster tanker. But like, as far as like what I eat on a daily basis at work, like, take in the morning, it can go from like the stations I usually work if I'm cooking. Granted, I do more than just my stations since I have a lot more responsibilities than just, you know, a regular cook. I go anything from like salad stuff like cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, with like hummus and stuff, like, you know, vegetable based stuff like that, where, you know, we know when it's prepped, but I still, you know, you gotta taste everything to make sure on a daily basis. So you go from something like a cucumber to like roasted garlic cloves to you pop over to like pico de gallo, and then you have, you know, like dessert stuff, and it's just like all over the place to where, and then you have, you know, like proteins and like vegan proteins like seitan or tofu and vegan burgers, and you're like tasting all this stuff, and oh, it's like, yeah. it sounds very fun, but you know, after a while it does get a little bit old. But, and typically other people, you know, if anyone's ever like on the fence of if something's good or not, it's my job to kind of make the decision. So I'm kind of the taste tester. The amount of things I've eaten that have been bad is really freaking high. I critical hit him. I guess that counts for something. But I'm surprised I have not gotten as much food poisoning as I probably should have. I don't know why two light tanks are literally sitting in the open. Doesn't make too much sense to me, but I'm not complaining that much. They want to sit in front of a freaking tortoise, they can sit in front of a freaking tortoise. Or I should say two tortoises, like, what is it, tortai? Probably not. They're getting a little bit lucky, but like, holy crap, like, why would you sit in front of a tank with this much freaking DPM? Darn it. A little bit lucky here, Lorraine. Start getting hit by the hill, but I'll take a little bit of a gamble. Probably not going to pay off, to say the least, but be very nice if my team, specifically the team that's on the back left of my tank, you know, the one literally sitting out in the middle of the field, if they could, you know, shoot the damn Carnivorn that is literally sitting in the open, shooting me. You know, that would be kind of nice if they did that. My team finally pushed up on the field though, or not the field, the hill, so I can finally pull back here without getting hit. It's just like, come on guys, like, they're literally sitting all the way in the back, not really helping us at all. Like, it's not that hard of a thing just to push up and help your team when they're taking all these shots for you. Really? How the hell did I hit that Waffle Trogger PZ4? Which, good job, Graham. That was... I saw you pushing out there. I'm trying to help you so you don't get flanked. There we go, that worked out. But like, the guys behind us are literally the, you know, the most scared players I've seen in quite some time. I don't think I can actually get to him, but it was worth a try. I honestly don't shoot through that stuff enough to really know. And I shot the ground. I didn't even hit that thing. I literally shot the ground. Round 2. You lost. Pretty decent match though. 4,600 damage, 2,400 block. See ya, Bert. Thank you for watching for a bit. Enjoy the dinner. It's actually kind of uncomfortable sitting like this right now, but for whatever reason, it's what my mind's telling me to do. Honestly, I really need a new chair. This thing's starting to... We bought it from Office Depot when it was going out of business, so... Mastery Badge First Class, Stillwall Award, High Caliber, Brothers in Arms. Pretty damn good match between the two of us. We just ran over that flank. Just, you know, kind of the opposite as the last match for us. We were doing the running over. But, yeah, pretty decent match in the Tortoise, but that's what it's good at. You know, just pumping damage out, and there was a lot of tanks with no armor just sitting in front of us, which I bounced like I would guess at least 4 or 5 shots off of the mantlets of those tanks. I don't know how it happened, but yeah. Alright, let me add a almost an ace tanker biscuit to the shop here. Whoops. Sorry about that. That was a little bit loud. $900 gaming chair. Please no. Honestly, not to, like, I get some people might like a gaming chair. I think, you know, you're joking there though. I honestly, give me a comfortable office chair that's good for like you know, your back and stuff. That's all I want. I've had like a little gaming chair before, back when I played a lot of like PlayStation 3, and yeah. Thank you guys. Or I should just say thanks, Uber. You're the only one that good gamed us here. Levi is really freaking out right now, snoring. But yeah, he had a really rough time at my grandparents', you know, having to play and get all the attention for about a half hour. I know, my back is really well supported. Honestly though, this chair, you know, I need one that has, or I need to buy something, you know, the lumbar support or whatever, those little things. This thing, no, I sit like this a lot of times. It's weird after I get done work, the way I want to, like, curl up in a ball sometimes and cry myself to sleep. Curl up in a ball, because standing on a concrete floor for 10-11 hours is not fun. took one for you. But this seat, if I kind of sit normal, yeah, it's not comfortable, but you kind of sink in a way, and it, you know, you're not like sitting straight up. It could be, you know, it could be worse though. I really want to make sure I get him out before, because he was just about to pop Graham again, where we're better off. There we go. Double team on that guy. Got a little bit of cover, not complete cover, but ooh, this is actually not good. Alright, this RU-251 I am a little bit concerned about. You don't, oh my god. That was because I used heat. I'm a filthy gold spammer. I deserve that. I'm about to get partied. Alright, I'm probably going to be the first one to die here on our team. Hello Tig, nice to see you. I'm probably, this is going to sound like I'm spoiled, I'm probably going to ask my parents if they have a extra office chair for me. Get a hand-me-down one from the, I shouldn't have pushed out like that. But we have an ST1 camping all in the back. I guess good for him, while the rest of his team gets torn apart. But I could have, I should have done something what Graham's doing here and letting people with more HP push up while we push out and keep our guns in the game. But I always check with them first to see if I can get a freebie, because they typically buy really good chairs and replace them if they get like rips and stuff. Rips and tears, whatever. So I know, I'm so spoiled. But I only say that because when I went in to buy like a freaking computer chair at first, like luckily this was like the store was literally closing in like the next month or so. Is looking at the actual prices online and stuff of chairs, I was like, holy shit, like things ain't cheap. It's like, get me a little freaking fold out beach chair or something. Yeah, free is always the best. Yeah, that's a little bit of a ways away, Labobo. Let me, unless it's already there, let me know how that works out. Oh, if we lose this, I don't think we will. This will be like cringeworthy. But hello there, John. We do. We have a EK31 3001D here. The most expensive dog is a free dog. Yes. That would be true in Levi's case. Granted, yeah. We kind of claimed him. There was no getting him back once we kind of rescued him. Yeah. See, I just have to always apologize for, you know, my dog snoring. Luckily, he's a little bit further away from the microphone than usual, but he's He's out right now. Half of our, actually, I would say about 75% of our furniture in our house is free. So whether it's from other people in our families, or luckily with my family in the real estate business, you know, if they're selling houses and stuff and there's furniture that people literally don't want to take when someone buys a house, or they can't move it, you know, don't want it at all, don't want to sell it either, or can't sell it, my mom always kind of floats it around to us or anyone in their office first, and we got a few things from that. My kitchen room table, actually, me and my brother took out of a house, one of the rentals that they sold maybe like 8 to 10 years ago, and it made its way from my brother's house to my sister's house, back to my brother's house, and finally here. We still have to refinish it, but it's like a, I don't, not to guesstimate how old it is, but I would guess it's at least 50, 60 years old, like solid wood, all held together by, like, lack of better words, dowels. It's pretty cool though. It's not like anything ornate, but you know, it's all like real. Yeah. I'm just glad Levi's sleeping and not like sitting here whining, trying to make me feel bad. Hello, Deckert. Nice to see you. Let's see, do I want to commit myself in here close? Why not? I'm just concerned about the T-26E5 Patriot. And yeah, there he is, right on cue. Only because I can't pin him. So I'm gonna do my best at being an annoying little gnat here. See if I can graduate to a mosquito down the road. I went with gnat because throwing a puny... Alright, their whole platoon, they're all going on my blacklist here. 3 of their tanks literally just drowned themselves. Holy crap. Those guys deserve to get banned. I was about to say, this guy is literally aiming at me over... yeah. If we lose this, I'm gonna cry. Thank you, Gag Tiger. Auto aim can't even help me. Decker, it's currently out on the NA server. I don't have any plans to pick it up myself. I already have a few Russian tier 8 premiums. I did talk about it a little bit earlier where, you know, not to say it's bad, but the way it's balanced, I would say they actually did a good job balancing this premium. I don't think people can complain about it being overpowered. You know, it's a strange tank. You know, it's got good accuracy, good penetration, and good alpha for a tier 8 medium, but it's got pretty damn bad damage per minute, which isn't the end-all be-all DPM, but you know, the armor across everything except for literally just the front turret is pretty poor. Gun depression, you know, at least it's better than Object 416, but it's -6, which isn't that great, especially when you factor in the rear turret. I'll go in. Every day I'm struggling to hit the IS. Come on, Comet. I think the IS sees him. Yep. You know, it's just, personally, you know, I don't plan on picking it up myself just because I already have Russian premiums. And while it would be fun to bring out from time to time, just for the challenge, you know, I'd rather play like a T44 100, in all honesty. Sorry, right now I'm not taking any more requests, unfortunately. They kind of filled up pretty early on the stream. I'm not even on the cap here, I believe. Oop. I might get popped by a... I'm gonna be a good tank here, and... yeah, we capped them anyway. I'm gonna be a good tank here and give my T-29 a shield. The state bird of Minnesota. But yeah, very nice job, Graham. We got a win. That Ferdinand really, yeah, he was the only one to kind of make a stand for his team. All right, so we have a Type 64 up next here. It's all right, Alex. It's no problem. I'm probably not, you know, I did just say that, but I'm probably gonna add it on, to be honest. Looking at the request list now, because I'm starting to get towards the end, so I'll probably, yeah, I can open it back up here for a few more. I'm just trying to do a little bit better job yeah, there we go. Opening and closing the tank request queue when I think it's getting a little bit ahead of itself. I have no idea, Daniel. But yeah, the KV, before it was even the KV1 and KV2, was hilariously broken. Right, tier 6 only. This is actually a crappy map for light tanks. Especially no artillery, so you can't even really do a good job at spotting across the center and hoping for some early shots. Let's say I got plenty of those tiger mosquitoes around here, unfortunately. I've got about 1 more month of mosquitoes before I am free to go outside and not get annihilated. I'm one of those people that you can be standing in a group of like 20 people and the mosquitoes will literally all just go on me. I taste good. He actually, fortunately, knew I was gonna try to shoot him. And we got a poodle up here. But I can really cause much damage to him, but uh-oh. Crap, I shot under him. Oh, go the other way, poodle. I don't know how I just bounced them, but I did. Not complaining about it either. Nice. They are now pushing. There's an SU-100Y. Oh, Lord. I wasn't even aiming at him. Poor guy. Why does this not have any freaking alpha? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna... Oh shit, there's a freaking dead tank there, of all things. Alright, let's wiggle. Ah, and he got me. Oh well. You would think I eat a ton of onions and garlic, it doesn't help me out too much. PD for an aggressive player? Honestly, I like the E3 for being aggressive. I might be in a minority, but basically picking something with armor. Even though, you know, the American turret line might not be bad just because with turrets, you know, you have a little bit more options available. But unfortunately our other side they got crushed by their heavy tanks over there. But that's how that map typically plays out. So I have a challenge here coming up, the VK4502B. I've got to reach 4,850 damage, block, and assist combined. Lavovo challenged me here. If I don't reach it, he wins back double the Levi biscuits, the stream currency that he used to purchase this. Yeah, mosquitoes. I'm getting itchy just thinking about them. I just did a lot of gardening the past. Even after yesterday's stream, I did some more gardening. I was kind of joking to Ryan where if she gets a full-time teaching job, I can buy more plants. I know, it's like I've got it, you know, stuck in my head for some reason. Hello, Peter. Probably got itchy from the mosquitoes because this little dog's gonna make me go outside to play with him after the stream for a couple minutes. Since he knows going to bed when I get up in the morning, he kind of makes me, or else he growls at me, come over and like say goodbye and scratch him. Yes, they did, Myrtle. They annihilated. They annihilated those things. Hello, Jerry. Nice to see you. I know about the... I just can't help it, though. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting if the enemy team does not head this way. Honestly, I hope Florida does as good as it can through this storm. Ryan's parents are actually up here. They arrived today, which... Thank you, Grigsby, for the tip. They drowned themselves intentionally. They're just trolls. Yeah, they just did it to troll their team. I don't know why people do that, but yeah, I guess they think they're cool. They're probably like 10 years old or something. And I freaking hit him right on the nose. I was like, I'm gonna hit the E50 because I think he's gonna be the most dangerous one out of them. I freaking bounced. Alright. I swapped to the 1 APCR because I don't like to bounce 2 in a row when it's in a crucial moment like that. Let's help Graham out here. I wasn't sure if it was Graham or John and the ST1. Okay, he's out. He's actually got the DPM gun on that. This is gonna take me out of the fight for a little bit. Thank you so much, Artie, for the double tap on tanks that are not even spotted. Yeah. I was literally not spotted there, and yet he decided to shoot me anyway. What is what? If you're asking me. You guys are talking about bears or something. Which, I don't know if everyone's seen it. This just came to mind. Wargaming has made a semi-official statement on the Chieftain MK6. It's not really hit, I think, any of the major like World of Tanks news blogs yet. However, they've stated the reason why it's been held up for World of Tanks PC is they're trying to. This is basically their plan as of right now. Create a line leading from the Churchill gun carrier. Yeah, that tank that literally nobody wants to play because it's the worst tank in existence. Awesome. Which I think he got me on this one, Labobo. We'll see. The reason why, you know, it's held up is A, they're developing the tanks to run from that tank specifically up to the Chieftain, but their official quote was, we really need to make sure that people want to play the Chieftain tanks because it starts from the Churchill gun carrier and everyone's gonna frickin' free XP that tank because it's bad. There's no other words other than it's just bad. There's a reason it's kind of just shoved off to the side, and you know, it's like the red-headed stepchild of British tanks. I am not doing a very good job at helping my team here. Here we go. I just want to win this. I already accepted that I'm not gonna win the challenge. Like, no, P stopped a little bit short. Really. Well, the only reason I say I'm not going to get it is, as far as damage goes, there's not enough for me to actually do to reach the total. But he got me on this one again. That's 2 in a row for you. So basically, you know, Wargaming is going for a slightly longer tank line than, you know, initially it was just tier 8 to 10. Now, you know, they're going from the tier 6 Churchill to 10. So we'll probably see some Valiant, I think they're called. I actually got a little bit closer here now. I still don't think I'm going to be able to reach it with... I don't think I'm going to get to these tanks in time. But, yeah, it's just, they finally kind of, you know, gave a glimpse into what they're doing with the Chieftain on a semi-official basis, to where it'll be interesting to see how they pull out that whole line, but the Churchill is definitely gonna be an issue. I think I'm gonna be able to squeak past this Strev. I think he pushed enough down there to where I don't need to worry about him. All right. Did I get to it? I don't think I did. Let's pull out the handy dandy calculatron here. If I can even frickin' type into it here. But pretty good job by all of us here. Glad we got a win. It was a little bit close for some time. So, but you beat me. Yeah, I only got 4,485 there. But congratulations, you got me again. I still stand by, yeah, the few times when, you know, a couple people said that the challenge is pretty easy for 2.5 times or just 2 times. It's pretty damn difficult to do. Alright, so we have an autoloader up here. Why don't I pick, what haven't I really played in a while? I don't know, I guess pick a tier 10 T57. Yeah, I didn't bounce any round that match. I mainly got shot by Artie, but yeah. What really took me out of it was I got hit by Artie like for their first 3 shots from both of them, to where, you know, I was able to take off the stun once, but it just slowed me down so much I couldn't keep up with the fight. All right. I was supposed to say, how do you know that? I don't even know that. Granted, you know, I don't even know how many matches I have in the T57 Heavy, but I feel like right after I got the grind done, I've only played it like maybe a dozen times, I think, since I've gotten it. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Alright, we can't all stop in one spot. Trying my best to not die, though. Still within their V range. I'm not even gonna try to shoot. Again, match with no Artie, so we stay together down here. We should be fairly well off. Which I will say, you know, it's not super close, but within the next 3-ish, 4-ish weeks, the stream schedule probably will change a little bit. I know definitely by the end of the month it will change. Oh, okay. Thanks a lot, dude. I honestly have no clue what it will change to. All I know is I'll still be doing at least 4 days a week. But, alright, we have so many tanks here to where, can somebody please, please, like, we need to push. There's a 30B and he's gonna damage the hell out of me, but just need to suck it up and frickin' do it. They have so many frickin' tanks pushing through the center. It's just like, you know, it's like a buffet. Hello, Parker. Nice to see you. I'm just still shocked that these three guys down here are not able to keep their 30B from pushing. Like, that just baffles me. Thank you very much, Kill, for the tip. Very generous tip. I'd say I'm really surprised that we can't see the FV, because that tank is not exactly the shortest little tank. I don't want to be on heat. Hunt me down and Artie. I loaded up heat, honestly, for that mouse that was here, but then I never got a chance. Not liking our team setup here. I find myself saying that a lot, but I don't think I'll be able to cap them out. That's a pretty big problem. I'm gonna, yep, I think I can get across there safely, but yeah. I was gonna say, I literally don't think I can cap them out, because they have a Strub 103B up there. I won't be able to kill him from beneath him, plus they have a 30B. They already have more tanks than we are gonna have to be able to cap them out. I'm going towards our base to where, yes, I think this is the best option for me. I'm not gonna head back to the base that way. You need to, yes. Yes. But you never want to go straight off that cliff, because you will die. It's a little bit too steep, and yeah, it used to be a little bit less steep, but they changed it to where you will flip off of that and die. Better though, we still have 10 minutes just to make sure that we have our cap all fine and dandy. Then we just mop up their base. You can take a look, Alex. The name's called Vanamir. It's a Norse word. I swapped over to heat because of this Type 5, just in case he poses a problem. Adding the phrase. Even, yeah, I think they would need our help here. We probably didn't all need to come, but better to be safe than sorry. He just got clobbered. They're probably like, ah, the Spanish Inquisition. I literally don't think they expected us to come through the back there. Alright, our E5. I don't do any of that stupid mountain goat stuff. Plus, Wargaming is really serious about it, where they made it harder on certain spots for a lot of maps, but they stated if anyone's still doing it, they are very serious about taking replays and fixing the spots in the next patch. Is there a reason why you're trying to drive me into the wall? Hey, you slowed him down. Sometimes that's all it takes to help your team out. Frickin' Star Wars. He's been annoying me the entire match, but he's in a tank to do that. Never mind. I guess they killed the E3, but not to say we're still have a chance to lose here, but it's higher than 0, which I don't like. It's just they have the 103B, which we don't have a tank that can regularly pen it if it sets up in the right spot. This guy can actually pop off here and run away. Which what the hell? I'll be that guy. I just can't point up enough. There we go. Alright. My knee is telling me that's enough. But we got a win. Very nice job by our 30B. That thing is... It's definitely not unbalanced, but if it can come across tanks that it can pen, you know, basically tanks with not a super high amount of armor, or if, you know, you use a liberal amount of premium rounds, it can help. But that thing just has a ton of DPM, and it's a pretty fun medium from what I've seen. I really like the changes they made to it, which is why I'm trying to grind down this line slowly but surely. We had the same experience. As far as this grind goes, though, I'm not terribly close, but getting there. I think the next grind I'll be completing is the WZ111, or not WZ111, WZ132A. Is Fussbot stuck? It shouldn't be. Everyone's coins, I just hit refresh because my screen here doesn't update unless I make it to for that, but it only changes once every 60 minutes as far as the coins changing. But the developer was kind of answering someone's question one day about that, but pretty much sometimes, you know, with a large amount of people watching, basically I have it set up for 60 biscuits for 60 minutes, so 1 per minute, but on a hour interval. You'll always get credit at that, but sometimes, because Fussbot runs off of my PC here, certain things are done on the Fussbot server. That way everything's always connected, online, available on the website for my loyalty shop. That's technically what it's called on the back end here. But sometimes it will update a little bit slowly if there's a lot of people. Which Cuppa, the Levi Biscuit command does have a timeout. That's why it's not working right now for you. Just type exclamation point rank. That one works out better for checking that. Or if you go right onto the loyalty shop, you can click your little, it's the tab furthest to the right, I forget what it's called, but you can actually check everything there, and that updates every, I think it's once a minute. How's that possible, Miko? Just lost 10 matches in a row. Sure, someone in World of Tanks, just from it being possible, has lost 50 battles in a row at some point. Everything's random. This is gonna hurt. I'm gonna do it anyway. Don't know why. There you go, check your coins tab, that's the one. But at the end of the day, you know, everything does get credited. You know, if you tip through Streamlabs, I always go through the end and credit all the coins, and by the end of everything, it does continue to update after the stream. You know, I click offline. Fussbot's still open for a few minutes. Hello, Rich. Here, lost 22. The Emil 2, I'll take a look at what I have on mine. Off the top of my head, driving a light though, I don't have an answer for that right now. Trying my best to weasel my way a little bit more damage, but can't pen him, and Artie's still loving me. I think this is showing my head right now. I think I said hello. Hello, Rich, if I did not. Why I'm going to try to fight a Scorpion G, but it's on. I was about to say, that guy is on my blacklist, and yeah, I just drove straight into him very stupidly. That guy's been on my blacklist. Yes, actually anybody with the moderator powers can do the add quote command, but only people with moderator powers. You just type exclamation point, add quote, space, and then what you want showing up there. And then hopefully it doesn't kill Fussbot. I had it disabled before because it was making it crash whenever I did it, so here's the hoping that does not cause that to happen. Hello Harvey, nice to see you. "22 straight is definitely oh, I think I would pull my hair out for that. I'm pretty sure Graham said that earlier. Alright, so we have a super Pershing. I'll probably say after this I'm not going to take any requests after this Fosh request. I just have a idea to do something that somebody mentioned earlier. Will come up after I get done the Bosch match. I don't plan on picking it up, Harvey. At least personally. I already have Russian premium mediums, and you know, it's not bad, but it's not like it's the end-all be-all of premiums to wear. It's definitely different, you know, rear-mounted turret, but poor hull armor, decent turret armor. It's not, you know, it's definitely not the best for a Russian medium, but the gun, high alpha, high accuracy and penetration, but poor DPM. And yeah, you know, honestly, I would say the 416 is better than it. Where are we really? Oh. I didn't even realize that you picked the Patriot, Graham. I was like, how are we in a tier 10 match with super Pershings? This is gonna be painful. I don't want to use a lot of premium, but it's probably gonna happen. I'm just gonna switch right over to it. It's alright. I just usually, like this tank I don't mind too much because I can chuck APCR, but I just usually mentally prepare myself beforehand. Hello Dingo, nice to see you, and Sergio. I have a T-34, but right now I'm not taking any more requests, unfortunately. I need to get a couple grinds in. Keep pointing right at me. Keep pointing right at me. Like I will say the STG, I would, even though they look very similar, they actually play completely different. The 416 and the STG will. But yeah, I would still say the 416 is a better tank. Holy. Poor dude. Why you guys keep backing up? Yeah, there's a FV there, but we can honestly still take him. I'm just gonna stick with APCR because there's a couple spots in this FV that I needed that shot. Yep, because we're getting pushed from behind. I'm actually gonna, yeah. It doesn't help though that you see the retreat happening. Yeah. Yep. Didn't exactly work. Well, you can say sad hill defense, but we didn't do a terrible job there. Everyone rushing towards that one freaking light tank. Yeah. Hello, Big Mo from Ukraine. Alright, so we have a Foch up here. Let's pick the Foch B. No, I ate my old dog things there. Sorry guys, I didn't change this one up here, but yeah, I did say tank requests are full. I'm gonna be doing something right after this battle though that might, it's gonna be different. Doesn't have a cool Russian graphic. See, some people might like that, but I don't really. At this point, you know, premium tanks. Yeah, even though it is interesting and it's different than, you know, other tanks, the STG, it's something to where, especially with the way I stream and take tank requests, to where, you know, picking it up, it doesn't really make too much sense because I'm not going to be able to play it all that much because I don't think people are going to request it down the road. Whereas something like most recently, the Prima Victoria, I was gifted. That's something I feel like people, because it's been requested a few times in the past few streams, people will request that down the line. So that, you know, it's a different story to where the STG, I could see in, I would say, in a little as like two or 3 months. Very rare that you're going to see those out in the battlefield. I would say if you're looking for a new premium, the Chinese tank destroyer that's coming out, and I think on the NA server 13 days, give or take, I think on the NA server, that would be the better tank to pick up. That thing is, well, it's a little bit too good, but that thing is definitely a better premium. Plus, you probably don't have a premium Chinese tank destroyer, whereas you probably already have one, if not multiple, Russian premium mediums. So, it gives you a nice little dual purpose for it. Please don't hit me. Oh, God. I don't have the best crews in my French TDs yet, to say the least. Thanks a bunch. Oh my god, really? There's a T110E3. We're kind of stuck out here, and yeah, this is gonna be brutal. I think this is might just be a 0 damage match, to be honest. But I shouldn't have pushed out here in this thing. I should have just camped in the back. I hate doing that though. Alex, I have no idea about the test server. Wargaming probably doesn't even know yet, so. It's kind of sad though that I'm not even confident of, with a premium APCR round, being able to pen this M48, which, yep, this is gonna go terribly bad. They can hit me before I can actually shoot them. If I pull back, I'm dead. Pull up, I'm dead. But there's just certain maps with this type of tank that I really don't like playing. Granted, I might be able to get enough damage here to clip him, but we'll see. Yep, just before I died. But that's where some people say this tank's overpowered, that I can do that. But if I was in, say, something like a T110E3, like their E3's pushing across there, I would have been a lot more useful for to my team. But it's just one of those things to where, you know, you can complain about the tank for that one little burst feature it has, but the rest of the tank, in a lot of different areas on maps and situations, it's just frustrating to play. So, but oh well. I should have just went north, honestly. Alright, so gonna do something different here, to where I'm gonna do a raffle right now. However, the winner, it does cost 25 Levi biscuits to enter, like any raffle. The winner only gets 25 coins back. However, whoever wins, you're gonna be able to select a tank for me to play. It's gonna be any tank. You can pick anything down to tier 5, except for the TOG 2. And with that, you're gonna get, you know, I'll play that tank next after, you know, you choose it. And with that, I'm gonna treat it as a free challenge in a way, to where if I lose the challenge, I'm gonna do 2 times the HP total. You win. It's not going to be a typical where you can win 10,000 Levi biscuits, but I'll do 1,000 Levi biscuits that you can win. It hasn't started yet, guys. I was explaining it, and it's going to say in the chat when it starts. Alright, there we go. Alright, WZ132A here. So you gotta start now. Yeah, thanks for the fights, John. Alright, so on to soloing then. So yeah, so basically how it goes is it costs 25 Levi biscuits to enter. The winner, you know, if you are the winner, just type into the chat. It'll pop up on my screen here. What tank you would like me to play, down to tier 5, except for the TOG 2, and I'll treat it like a 2 times the HP challenge. And if you win, basically if I don't reach that, you get 1,000 Levi biscuits. So But 4 minutes left on it, so I'm gonna hop into, you know, the grind match here. Oh, hi, dog. Yeah, you wake up? Hello, Michael. Nice to see you. After this like challenge raffle though, I'm probably just gonna, I should have time for like 2 more battles after that, and I'm gonna just do a couple grinds I need to finish before the end of the stream. My next stream is gonna be coming up after this on Sunday, same time, 7 and 9 p.m. Awesome. 50B, you loaded gold right out of the gate. Oh my god. Gonna wait for them to forget about me. Sorry, Michael, I don't have a 5916. I'm not taking any requests right now. Sorry either. I took requests for the first 75% of the stream. Really wish I was in the tier 10 Chinese Light, because I could bounce shots with my turret, but this one not so much. Oh my god. I hit that little bump. I'm struggling to feel like where I want to go, because not really anywhere that makes any sense for me to stick my neck out. I'm actually curious to see who wins too. Jeez. A little bit different. M41, why are you sitting all the way back there, dude? Crap. You got myself in a worse spot to shoot him. Help him, Lorraine. You got shots? Ooh, do you have a question about the 5916, or I'm confused? Ooh, I knew I was gonna hit by that little freaking light sitting all the way back in the corner there, but I felt like that was worth it. We have not lost a tank yet. Congratulations, Graham, on winning. You said you were just here to watch John win, but you won yourself. 1 HP kill steal. Yeah, even if, you know, I know you're pretty tired, so even if you know, you can just type it in chat, and if you need to definitely get some sleep, since you told me when you woke up today. Yeah, I can still credit you if you log out. Anyway, got a nice little win there. Our team did a very good job, even though that guy at the bottom there died. He ruined a perfect match. So, Uh-oh. Maybe Graham actually... Are you still here? But, alright. I'll pop into another match here. Unless Graham beats me to it. They have... That guy is spamming, so you're gone. Which tank would you like, Graham? Or do you want to defer it to somebody else? Hello, Carlos Machado. Nice to see you. Hi. Oh, bud. Lorraine 40T? Sure. I'm almost done. Alright, I will get to the Lorraine 40T next up here. Sorry I hopped in a battle. I just didn't know if you were gonna take a little bit longer to pick. So after this battle here, I'm gonna hop into a Lorraine 40T. It's gonna be the raffle challenge that Graham won, where if I don't do 2 times the HP total in damage, assist damage, blocked. Not that the Lorraine can block anything, so that's not really gonna come into effect. He's gonna win 1,000 Levi biscuits. I would say it doesn't matter which one you play first. Which, hello, Morris from Latvia. I'm gonna try to get myself in a little bit of a... Thank you for tipping Levi a biscuit. Hello, Bobo. I'm gonna try to get myself in a spotting, but we'll see if I actually can make it there. People... This T-54 lightweight. Yep. Somehow I'm spotted already. Which, holy... Now I'm lit. I was not spotted there. I don't know how... That was well before 3 seconds where he hit me. I'm actually really confused. I'm actually... not to say I'm out of this match, but... I'm just gonna tip the dog. I just don't see anywhere for me to go now there. Hey, bud. Here you go. He just sat down. He's like, I ain't getting up. I say I didn't see anywhere for me to actually push. They definitely pushed this side, I would say. Leopard is hawking me. That's strange, Graham. They did just change, granted that it hasn't been 3 weeks, they did just change chat around a bit. That was about 3 days ago. They changed the chat system a little bit on the back end. My best chai sniping here. Not that it really is that, since I basically have 0 HP. Hello, Russian person. Don't know how to say your name, but hello nonetheless. I say I can't pen him with that, so I'm just gonna throw that round out there. The only chance I really have is with heat, if I can actually hit him, but probably gonna be dead. Nope. Little kill from a light sitting all the way in the back. Alright. Where do I think that I can hide to actually spot people? I'm gonna go with here-ish, maybe? Conqueror is definitely gonna spot, but he's gonna die well before me. 'Could be pretty fun. I don't even know if my arty is aiming, or I don't even think anybody else can shoot over here. So maybe this isn't the best spot, but I'm definitely stuck with it now. Nope, doesn't look like those guys are... Doesn't look like they're gonna do anything. Gonna spot me in 1, 2, now. I'm dead. Run away! I have not, no. But, yeah. I tried my best to salvage that, but enemy team just had a plan, and... Well, I gave up there because literally no one was going to shoot what I was spotting. T92 had enough time to aim in, and he didn't even take a shot. Alright, so Lorraine 40T here with the raffle challenge. So I have to reach 2,600 between damage, assist, and blocked. So mainly just damage and assist damage with this tank. If Graham wins, he wins 1,000 Levi biscuits. If he loses all of his Levi biscuits. I'm just kidding. I could make that an option. Like the, I don't know, death-defying challenge. Hello, bud. He's in his mood to where he, like, gives me a sad little puppy eyes, like, come on, we're going outside here. He really wants to go in the backyard now, since I guess added another swath of garden to where he thinks all of our gardens like produce raspberries and blackberries for him to eat. This one isn't. It's just like a little border. Not exactly the best matchup here, to say the least. At least there's no arty. Got that going, and that's pretty much it. Come on, team. Please. Not want to take that hit, but wanted to spot some folks. Definitely didn't say it sound right. I have a very strong feeling that I am going to lose this because I typically play this a little bit too aggressive and count on luck to save me, and I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky right now. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm not taking any more requests. It's the end of the stream. Hello, Jack, nice to see you. After this, I might have one more battle. We'll see how much time's left. But yeah, I'm not taking any more tank requests. Oh, you're not supposed to be looking this way, E4. Do have an LTTB coming behind him. Yeah, I literally can't hit anything right now. They're inching up ever so closer. I literally can't hit anything. There we go. I got one hit in. The frickin' miracle. Oopsie daisy, I gotta run away now. I think you got this one, Graham. Pretty firmly. Yeah, I literally could not do anything there. But anyway, congratulations, Graham. Not that that was not to say it wasn't even interesting at all, but that was really depressing for a Lorraine match. Yeah, that was just terrible. Now, if only I could find your name. It's not letting me search your name here. There we go. Found it. But congratulations on winning. 1,000 Levi biscuits there. That was just, holy crap. Granted, I didn't get that many shots that actually landed on tanks, but couldn't pen anything. Plus, you know, we just got rolled there, but that's what happens when there's no arty. It's happened every single match this night, whether it was our side or the enemy side. They almost all turn out lopsided, so. Oh yeah. But I should have went somewhere different rather and tried to brawl there. Jack, unfortunately, since you typed flip coin there in the beginning, which it counts as the one, but yeah, unfortunately, with the way the gambling works between the flip coin and roll dice, if you type it by accident, even without a number in it, it doesn't let you do another one for 20 minutes. Sorry, sir, move a lot. Tier 1 does not interest me at all. Doesn't really gain anything for me playing it. Have a good night, Graham. A lot of people behind me, but I know I can outspot pretty much everything to where it doesn't ram me too much here. Oh god. Got my turret. Because the guys behind us are very, very slow. Oh, awesome. Had to be something with an autoloader. Yep, I'm dead. Here's another one coming in. But like literally, these guys still aren't set up down there. And it was a minute 20 into the match. And they still weren't set up here to shoot down range. That's just depressing. I'm playing something with armor for my last match because I'm gonna hop into my newest tank, the WZ 111 5A, to finish off the stream. Enough of this light tank foolery that depends on your team to do what you need them to do. But regardless of the outcome, this is definitely gonna be my last match of the night. Thank you very much, guys, for watching now. Thank you very much for the tips as well. Grigsby, Lobobo, and Kill. Levi thanks you guys for the tips as well, as he's curled up in his little ball here. Yeah. Maybe he is awake. He just moved a little bit. I think he's a little, he might be a little chilly. He just finished his round of antibiotics yesterday, so I'm sure after being on them for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, he needs a little bit of a break. There's enough people going to the field. I know the outcome of what I'm about to get into. I have a very strong feeling we are going to get smacked and killed here, but yeah. I know, no Artie for a change. Surprise, surprise. Can't go left here. I will take a very bad shot. Everyone always sets up in that D1-ish spot. Got eyes on the one line. Ooh, crap. There's a T57 heavy. Oh, Lord. He's got heat. E100 has heat. This is gonna end bad. I'm getting the worst frickin' luck, nor am I helping myself by doing certain things here, but that's one tank you don't want to run across with frickin' heat loaded up, a frickin' T57. I didn't exactly help myself. Okay, mouse. If you had blocked me in there, I was just gonna literally give up. But I'm still in this until this E100 deletes me here. Or not, he spared me. Let's hope our town, or not town, our field. The only chance is to get around. Because there's an IS-4 behind me that he's still on the corner poking out. Maybe he pulled back a little bit. I just saw their E100s, IS-4s, and I could guarantee that they were pushing through this one little spot here. But our field should, you know, I'm probably going to die before our field gets through, but our field should win this for us with the mediums that we have out there. I just have the IS-4, yeah, he's poking out now. I have a sneaking feeling that, okay, I think I can, there's a Kronwagen here. Yep, IS-7 got me before I got around. Anyway though, this is my last match. I'm honestly getting pretty whooped here. I know my next stream's gonna be Sunday night, but basically starting today at work, tomorrow and Saturday I'm prepping for 150 people for a breakfast brunch, to where it's just me and one other guy doing it while also doing regular service for breakfast and lunch at the same time. So it's just it's a lot of work to where I'm just a little whooped from it. But Sunday, hopefully, like, I'm definitely gonna stream up Sunday night, but hopefully I'm not too beat, because I'm going to work. I usually get to work at 5. I'm going in Sunday at 4 a.m. So it's gonna be an extra long day, 4 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So it's gonna be a doozy. But I usually do a raffle at the end of the stream, but I did a different raffle earlier. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. My next stream will be Sunday, even though, you know, I'm not gonna guarantee it. You know, I might pop on like I did last week for a stream, you know, either tomorrow, probably not Saturday, but we'll see how things go. I just think this weekend I'll be a little bit busy around the house. Anyway, thanks again for the tips. Thank you for tipping the dog as well. And it was a pretty fun stream. And no Christmas sweater this time, but we'll see again when when that pops up again. That was pretty fun last stream. But anyway, have a good one. I'm gonna stop rambling. Good night.